Pranam Namaste, Jai Gurudev, Jai Shri Krishna. A very warm welcome to you all in the live Garba Shishu Abhiyan session today, Saturday, 26th of March. We were going to do the session on Zoom, and today we decided that we are going to have it live on YouTube instead of canceling the session. So, hope that all our beautiful, lovely pregnant mothers are going to be able to join here, or you can watch the video in your own good time whenever you can. So, how have you been all? All well? Did you all have a nice week? Hope you did all your homework. Hope you did some English reading, English listening, because this is our special session to just have a good command on English for all those who are joining us from India. Pradam Jai Gurudev Richna. And the time had to be altered a little bit, so we had to start the session a little bit late. And it does not matter because everybody can watch the session, as I said earlier, in your own good time. So wherever you're watching, whenever you're watching, just follow the instruction as we normally do in our Zoom session. We are going to start with a two-minute meditation. With your spine up, lower back straight, hands in your lap, a gentle smile on your face, close your eyes, and think of the beautiful day out there. In UK, we have a beautiful sunshine today. Relax your mind, relax your body. Let go of all your thoughts, your feelings. Just connecting to our higher self, connecting to the baby in your womb. If you wish, you can also place one hand on your stomach as if you are stroking the baby. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Take another nice deep breath in, another deep breath out. With the last deep breath in and a deep breath out, we say Om. You gently put your hands together and we say Gayatri Mantra followed by Guru Vandana. Om Bhurbhuvah Swaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodaya. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Para Brahma Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. You gently rub both your hands, let the heat build up between your palms, and you gently place hands on your eyes to feel the warmth of your hands on the eyelids. You slowly bring your attention back to where you are sitting and take a nice deep breath in and out. You gently open your eyes to bring the attention back to where you are sitting. Again, a very warm welcome to you all, and I hope that you all are looking after yourself. You've been keeping well. You've been following all the sessions that Rachanadi arranges for you every week. So, what are we going to do in today's session? What can you expect in today's session? In today's session, we are going to talk about the routine, your daily routine, and some of the things that you can take care of during your 9-month journey, whichever month you are in. You can think of certain positive things, reinforcing certain positive thoughts, having a very good routine to energize yourself, to energize your growing baby in your womb, and to give it the most relaxing, joyful growing in the womb. See, the baby experiences everything that the mother experiences. Hmm? You have to be very aware of this at all point in time, that the baby experiences everything that a mother experiences. So, what are some of the good things that you can remember every single day of this journey? It is not only about yourself, isn't it? You have to pay particular attention to the baby, keeping happy, staying healthy, eating healthy, being very careful of your every move, every thought, word, and action also. And yes, some of you might say, but Didi, this is how we should be all the time. Yes, we have to be like this all the time. But because these sessions are all about the Garbh Shishu Abhiyan, so you will hear me mention a lot about the Shishu in your womb. And some of these practices at large can be inculcated in your daily routine for your normal well being day to day in your daily life, even outside this 9 months journey. It is very important. So, what should your daily routine be? Let us focus in today's modern day and age. There are so many mothers out there who are working, who have a very hectic lifestyle, who have to look after the family, who may have other siblings also. They may have young children, they may have grown up children, whatever your circumstances are. But this applies to everybody. So, in this modern day in life, in this hectic lifestyle, See, this session is going to be viewed by a lot of ladies, even living outside India. So I'm just going to make this session a bit general, not only just for the pregnant women who are in India, because on Zoom we normally have mainly all the ladies joining us from India. But this particular live session, because it is on YouTube, it is for women at large living in any part of the world. So, the first thing you start your day is with a small meditation, relaxation, even though you have slept all night and you have woken up in the morning. Try to have 10-15 minutes to yourself before everybody else wakes up, or before you start your daily routine in service of other people. By that I mean other family members. It is extremely important to take that little time out before everyone else. Whatever makes you feel connected to yourself and connected to your baby the first thing in the morning. And what is the best way to start the day other than meditation, deep breathing, drinking hot water, whatever you like to consume in the morning, whatever your daily routine is. Everything that you can do to connect with yourself, connect with the Almighty, connect with your baby before starting into a very hectic schedule. Then what can you do? Once you've done that, meditation, deep breathing, and then you start with your routine in whichever way you follow every day. Some people like to have their breakfast before they take a bath. Some people like to have a breakfast after they take bath, whatever your routine is. But that first thing, connecting to yourself, to the Almighty and your baby first thing in the morning is very important. Then what do you do? At some point in time, try to also inculcate, include a little bit of spiritual reading. That is a beautiful start to the day as well. If you don't have time to read, even for 5 minutes, try to reinforce some positive thoughts in your mind as if you are reading it aloud in your mind. That has a profound effect on the way you feel and the way your baby will perceive your vibrations as well. Meditation, deep breathing, connection, a few minutes of spiritual reading is a great way to start your day. And it will also help you in your hectic schedules. It really energizes you to cope with the whole day very nicely, very smoothly. From my personal experience, I can say that it also helps you slowly, gradually build up a nice positive mind, positive attitude, our interactions with other people. See, interactions is a big word and a big thing, right? Sometimes we are surrounded by such people that it can make us feel up and down. But it is this kind of Little things that help us through those moments, having that awareness. Then you can also go out for a walk if you have time. For those who are housewives, not working, you can definitely include that in your routine at some point in time. Don't just limit yourself to a very strict routine which you cannot follow. Be a little gentle and flexible with yourself in the manner that sometimes you have to adjust your timings according to your family members, according to your spouse, according to the routine of other children that you may have, their school timings, etc. But these are the things that you try and include in your daily routine at some point in time. Tell yourself that these are the most basic things that I must do. And that itself is connecting to yourself, that itself is giving yourself a nice gift every day. So, walking. In the afternoon, what can you do? Try to have a little rest if you can. If you're a working mother, if you're a working woman, then try to find some time around your lunchtime where you can find a nice quiet spot in your office, in your lunch break, in your somewhere in your working place where there is a nice quiet corner, and just find 10 minutes, not more, 10 minutes. Some people have half an hour lunch, some people have 1 hour lunch, whatever the case is. Try to find 10 minutes to just calm down, relax, go back to your deep breathing, go back to your 3 4 minute meditation to connect with yourself, to connect with your baby, to check your vibrations, to check yourself, how you are feeling. It's very important. Try not to talk for those 10 minutes with anybody. You can even tell your colleagues that you're going to be in silence for 10 minutes. Let me share a small humor with you. Okay. So, when I want to be in silence at work and I work in a very noisy environment because we have a very huge open plan office and there are lots of people on the floor. And I have got myself a small round badge, a badge to wear. And on it, it says, I am in silence. Sounds funny, isn't it? So I wear that badge. And if I have to talk, then yes, if it is extremely important and it is work related, and if I have to break my silence, I have to. That's okay. So I'm also being a little flexible with myself. But my colleagues know that I'm not going to do unnecessary talking. So sometimes I tell people I'm in silence. Try not to answer your phone. Try not to pick up the phone and check your WhatsApp messages all the time. This is a new practice I have started with myself also. I try to keep away from WhatsApp. I try to keep away from social media certain parts of the day in my whole day. Otherwise, we find ourselves connected with the phone all the time, connected with the social media all the time, instead of connecting with ourselves, right? So, these are the little practices that we can follow, you can follow as pregnant mothers in your daily routine. So that is the lunch time. If you are at home, then try and do some gentle exercises if that helps. You can also do gentle exercises in the morning if you have time. You're at home and you don't have to rush anywhere. That also helps greatly. And then tea time around 4 5 o'clock. Tea time. Every now and again, find little time to connect to the baby, to give it nice gentle love stroke. Talk to your baby. These are very, very small things, right? They are more psychological, they are more to do with remembering and doing it. Because nobody tells us all the time, this is the time you now do this. We have to take care of ourselves and the baby. And from my own experience, 34 years ago, when I was pregnant with my first baby, I can tell you when you're in a joint family, it can be hectic and it can be chaotic. I dare to say this, it can be hectic and it can be chaotic. And when you don't have anyone to explain this to you, when you don't have anyone to share this with you, when you don't have anyone to educate you about these things, the journey can be very difficult. And as I have said this before in our Zoom sessions, that thanks to Gayatri Pariwar, for launching these sessions, because this is so much needed for all our pregnant women out there. So much needed. Even in today's day and age, I find that there are so many women out there who are not aware of these kind of things. And even if they are aware, see, mind is a faculty of thoughts. We can easily forget. I easily forget a lot of things. But the idea is to remind ourselves, to nudge ourselves by attending these sessions, by listening to these sessions, just a gentle reminder of what we can do for your own well-being and the well-being of the baby. Very important. In the evening, after you finished your dinner, whatever chores you need to do, try to put your feet up and be extremely careful of what you watch on the TV. Evening is a TV time, isn't it? Largely for everybody. So be very careful of what you watch on the TV. The baby in the womb listens to everything, feels everything. If you're watching a sad movie and you're feeling sad, or you feel like crying, the tears are rolling down your cheeks, your baby is going to experience all that. So be very careful of what you watch on the TV. Some people like to watch violent movies. Some people like to watch. I mean, it may not be you, and it might be, people you are sitting with. And they want to watch movies which has a lot of action in it, which has violence in it, which has horrible stories in it, evil characters in it. Ask yourself, would you like your baby to hear all that and watch? And if the answer is no, then it is very simple. You get up, you go and do something else, and don't watch. Or watch something better. Watch something nice. Very important. TV is another thing that people spend a lot of time watching unnecessary things. And ever since I have been on the spiritual journey, I can vouch and share this with you that it has a profound effect on our thoughts of what is being watched on the TV. And you don't want that, do you? You want the quality of mind to be pure, subtle, loving, caring, a very, very, very healthy garden of thoughts in your mind. See, the beautiful thing is that when we are pregnant, I say we because I'm a woman as well. The beautiful thing is that when we are pregnant, we start doing so many things that we have never done before because that baby is so important to us. And we start putting the baby before ourselves. And if you are not doing that, then start doing it. Start putting your baby before everything else. That doesn't mean that we are not taking care of other family members or not taking care of your husband or not taking care of other children. But for this 9-month journey, this baby is important. Why? It's more important than anyone. Why? Because a baby is taking in everything that you are doing, saying, and performing. Param Puja Gurudev has written one book, a very small book on parenting, and it has a Hindi title. I have forgotten the title at the moment. I don't remember it word by word. But I read that book after both my children were born and after they were quite grown up also. And being the only child of my parents, I struggled a lot with learning parenting. I struggled a lot because I was in a different country. I came from India and settled in UK. I had a very different environment around me, a very, very, very challenging environment, a very negative environment. And My two children had to grow up in extremely challenging circumstances. And at every step of their growing up, I had to teach myself and upgrade my parenting skills. I had no friends or family around. I was completely by myself on my own with two children in the four walls while they were growing up. And this is why this Garbh Shishu Abhiyan is something very close to my heart. It's very important for me to share all this with you, just in case you never know, it might help somebody out there, even though you may already know a lot, but these things are extremely important. And this is why I'm sharing with you. According to that book that Parampaja Gurudev has written, संतानों के प्रति कर्तव्य, I just remembered, संतानों के प्रति कर्तव्य. If you can catch hold of that book, it's a very thin book and it's in Hindi. And in that, Parampaja Gurudev has written very clearly that the mental growth of the child from 0 to 7 years. 0 mana, from the time you conceive and the child is growing in your womb, then you give birth, and even after birth, until the child is 7 years old, it consumes everything from its immediate environment. That is why all these things are extremely important. Right now, we are talking about your 9-month journey. So, we will focus on the 9-month journey. At some point in time, later on, we will also look at the different scenarios after the child is born. So, going back to what I was saying, it is extremely important that you focus on the child in the womb right now. Another very important tip I would like to share with you before I end the session is just imagine. See, nobody told me this, but I'm sharing this with you from experience. Just imagine, how would you like your child to be when it grows up? Loving, caring, understanding, intelligent, active. So many qualities that we can think of. So many good and only positive and only good qualities that we can think of. Think of all those good, important, positive qualities. That this is how I would like my child to be when it is born and it grows up. Imagine, take yourself 10 years ahead in future. 10 years ahead in future. Imagine how you want your child to be when it is 5 years old. Imagine how you want your child to be when it is 10 years old. And why am I saying 10 years? I'll tell you why. Once the child is 11 years old, slowly it is stepping out in that world. That is why it is called teenage days. After being 9 years old, then it goes into a 2 number age. From single number, it goes into the age of two digits, 10, 1, 0, then 11. So the child is stepping out in the world. And then slowly, it will learn a lot from its surroundings and school, friends, extended family members, everything, everything and everyone. That is why it is extremely important as a mother what we can teach our children until they are up to 9 years of age. But in the book, Parampaja Gurudev says that the child's mind is like a sponge until the age of 7. It grasps and it consumes everything instantly. From my own experience, I can tell you anything you try and teach your children after they are 10 and 11 years old, it is not very easy. It's not easy. But at that point, what will help you is what you have done for your child from the time you conceived until the child was born and was 7 years old or is going to be 7 years old. That is very important. Now, when the child's journey starts from coming into the world, having the first birthday, right up to the 7th birthday, what is going to help that child is what you have given that child in this 9 months of journey. Extremely important. Hence, this Garbh Shishu Abhiyan sessions are, you should consider all the sessions that are organized by Gayatri Pariwar and all the Didis who are our Karyakartas, who are our volunteers in organizing these sessions. You cannot thank them enough. You cannot include them in your prayers, include Parampaja Gurudev in your prayers, include Gayatri Parivar in your prayers, include all the Didis who are working so hard in arranging these sessions, include them in your prayers because they have become the instrument in bringing all this knowledge up to you that is benefiting you and the child. It is so important. What we give our children from the time we conceive them and they are born. Because the whole psychological mind will have developed while the child is in your womb. And just imagine that when that child is born and is brought into this world, just imagine what a nice, bright child you would have brought in this world. Of course, with the blessings of all our elders, parents, our gurus, God, everybody. Nothing happens without their grace and blessings. But what have you done as a mother will also count in that. And what a beautiful gift you will have given to the world if the child is born with that beautiful psychological development that it gets. I know there are lots of other questions that people will ask, why are some people born like this? Sorry. Why are some people born like this? Why are some people having this kind of life? Why are people doing this? Why are people doing that? But that is not our concern at the moment. At the moment, you only stay positive, think good, and give the best to your child, because that will be your good karma in this journey. With this, I would like to end the session just like the day will have ended for you. At night, before going to sleep, again do a closing meditation, deep breathing, pranayam, connecting to yourself, connecting to your higher self, connecting to God, connecting to you, the child in your womb, and you close the day. A beautiful, nourished day for you and day for your child. I hope that this session was useful in one way or the other for all of you out there. If there is anything else that you would like us to bring to the sessions to share with you, please do let us know. You can also put some comments in the book. I mean, in the comments in below in the video. Please share the information with others. That will be also a very good karma. Let them know that Gayatri Pariwar is organizing these sessions. Let other mothers also benefit. If you would like more live sessions, let us know. We'll try and arrange more live sessions for you. And until we meet again next week, which reminds me that it's going to be slightly better for me because we will be starting our Zoom session around 3 o'clock India time. But for me, it is going to be good because I'll be starting the session 1 hour late. Our clocks are going back in time to the summertime from tomorrow. So it's going to be good for me. For you, the time is not going to change, but for Mayura Didi, the time is going to change. I will see you next Saturday on the Zoom. Let us know how you like this session. Please do try and share it with other people also. And be happy, keep smiling, stay well, stay healthy, look after yourselves. Love you all loads. Om Shanti. Pranam. Jai Gurudev.